Under the Scope.
Hey, Scope fans, Jared and Shane, that's me.
I'm Jared.
We're back on our mobile Scope studio.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done on the road.
We're together. We carpooled for a interesting new comedic film, not to be released until the same day as the new Star Wars film. That would be December 18th. We are talking about counter-programming to the max with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler in
Sisters.
It's a comedy, Jared.
It is a comedy.
It's a coming-of-age comedy?
It's sort of embracing your age comedy.
There we go.
Maybe that's it.
It is the long-awaited reteaming of these two comedic legends. And they're together, and they're making funny, Jared.
They're making funny.
So tell everyone out there who stars in it, which is a who's who of funny people.
There's a lot of comedy voices and faces in this one.
Yes, along with the plot, if you will.
All right, so you've got obviously Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They play Maura and Kate Ellis.
Yeah.
They are sisters, as the title goes.
I mean, it's almost like having you and me as brothers.
Pretty much.
I mean, it doesn't really make any sense, but they're
exactly the same.
They're super funny, so they can get away with it.
They can. Maura is the younger, Kate is the older. Maura is sort of the straight-laced, button-up, perfect daughter who sort of played it straight through her youth and didn't get into too much trouble, didn't experience too much stuff, but sort of found herself divorced and trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life next. Kate is the older daughter, who is the tornado of madness, who is obviously the party girl in school, never quite figured out her life, has a daughter who is sort of estranged from her. She sort of disappeared for half the summer and she doesn't know where she's gone. She can't really keep a job, but she apparently is an esthetician of some sort. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so these two are brought together. They live in different parts of the country, but they are brought together by the announcement that their parents are selling their childhood home in Florida.
Parents played by
James Brolin and Diane Wiest.
Which is interesting because they also play parents in that new CBS show.
Do they?
That is the Modern Family ripoff.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I had never really seen James Brolin in a funny role before. I think he did it really well.
Yeah.
Who else is in this? Tons of people.
So you've got all the party guests, essentially.
Yes, you've got Maya Rudolph. Yeah. You've got Kate McKinnon. You've got
Rachel Dratch. John Leguizamo.
Bobby Moynihan.
Samantha Bee.
Yeah. Lots of people. I forgot the man candy, Ike Barinholtz.
Interesting in this one, he is sort of a wacky character, and he is sort of relegated to the straight man.
He is kind of the straight man.
Yeah, which is unusual because I like him. He is very funny, and if I had any complaints about the film, a spoiler alert, it would be that he was a bit more normal than what I would have liked him to be. But it worked.
But I think he's playing against the craziness that is going on during the rest of the
Keep making excuses.
There's a lot of, you're going to see lots of funny people. Depending on how well traveled you are in comedy circles, you'll recognize more or less than them. But I saw a lot of people that I don't necessarily know by name, but that I've seen in other things. So
ditto.
Comedy greats all around.
And why are all these comedy people there, Jared?
Because this is a comedy film.
And the plot. The sisters have decided that apparently there's some douchey New Yorkers who are buying this house, and they're going to paint it, they're going to tear down the sister tree, they're going to do all these things to the house, and the girls aren't having it. And they decide that they're going to have one last fling. Apparently they are known for throwing these big parties in high school. At least Kate was.
The Ellis Island parties, because they're the Ellis sisters. And so they decided we're going to have one last party in our childhood home, send it out with a bang, and that's our story, really.
And then it's just a party and the mishaps and pratfalls and
it's the autofocus. It's the sort of the bottle type movie where everything takes place in one night and kind of mostly in one location during the party. What other films have represented this? You've got your Can't Hardly Waits.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What else? There's lots of them. We don't need to.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs, exactly. Just like that. This one also had a Mexican standoff, which was very strange.
It did, didn't it?
So suffice to say, you've got a party, you've got wacky shenanigans that happen at the party, you've got slow motion dancing to hip hop music, which is obviously my favorite thing in a movie.
You loved it.
I did. Yeah.
You've got a little heart, you've got a little soul.
Right. Along the way, people find themselves.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this party is all of their now 40-something high school friends.
So you can imagine if you're old like us, how that party probably starts off.
Right.
these people are our age in this movie, which I think probably maybe played into our enjoyment of the film.
I'm like, this is our life, Jared. This is our life.
Something we have to look forward to.
So let's talk about the film for a second.
Okay.
It started off a little slow.
It did.
And I will tell you that the biggest challenge for me was trying to take in Tina Fey as this badass loser.
She's kind of playing against type a little bit.
She's completely playing against type, and it took a while to warm up.
It's a little bit of a caricature sometimes, but I think she does pull it off overall.
It's Tina Fey.
Yeah.
She does do it. They keep working at it and keep working at it until it just is there.
Amy Poehler more in her standard role.
Yep.
If you've seen her do, Parks and Recreation, other characters, she's not deviating too far. Not to say that she's bad in the role at all.
No, but that's
just we've seen her do this type of stuff.
Yeah, and until the setup was getting to this party, obviously.
Yeah.
And it took a little while to get there, but once they did, the party just kept layering on.
Yep. It escalates and escalates. There's drug use. There's all kinds of shenanigans. Obviously, wanton destruction. There's pizzas. Gotta have pizzas.
Some great product placements for Big Lots.
Lots of Big Lots.
And Tostitos.
Tostitos, scoops.
Don't forget those.
Spoon you can eat.
So, as you...
Carabiners.
You may be able to tell that it was a very enjoyable movie.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
It hit almost across the board every joke that it needed to.
The crowd was loving it.
The crowd loved it. I think this movie's going to do very well. I think it's, it has just enough raunch. Everything. It was just enough everything.
I'm sure this will be rated R. I'm not sure if it's officially rated yet. But it'll definitely be an R.
Yes. And it was nice. All the comedic people they brought into it did well. Bobby Moynihan playing the guy that is always on. We know people like that, and they hit it. The love story was nice. The mother-daughter story was
a little bit underdeveloped,
a little threadbare, but I don't really think that was the point.
No,
it just worked. It worked. I mean, without telling joke by joke, I don't really know what else to say.
Look, I'm a huge fan of the movie that takes place at a party. Damn it, why am I dazed and confused? Is another one that is largely takes place in one night, and I like those kind of films.
You feel good. People learn something, and this movie is nice. It's good because it takes that whole concept of flipping the script of it being old people doing that.
Yeah.
But yet it still feels fresh, and I guess it's just fresh in general.
It didn't feel too much like a bunch of old people trying to play at a young person's game.
Yeah.
They made it feel like it could legitimately be adults doing this, which was nice.
Yeah. They worked
nice to know that we still
through.
have it at our age.
Yes. So, as I said, it will be a counter-programming to Star Wars. I hope it does not get lost because of that, because it's a worthy film. Probably the funniest movie I've seen this year. Probably the funniest movie I've seen in a while, actually.
Right.
I think it works.
It was very good. If I have any complaint, it's sort of given the timing of the release of the film, I felt like maybe the ending that they added was maybe tacked on to sort of play well
with the Christmas season.
During the seasons.
Yeah.
You can imagine what that might be.
Yep.
It just, I don't know, it didn't feel organic to the rest of the story, but it wasn't terrible either. So,
well, we've talked not very long about this because it's a comedy. And the plot is...
It's either going to work or it's not.
So let's give it a scope score.
The scope score is 3.5 stars.
3.5 stars? Is that what we're using?
We're using stars.
3.5 scoops.
We haven't changed it to meteors or half-eaten apples yet.
And it's hot in here. So
get hot in here.
So yes, 3.5 stars. It is worthy of your time.
Sisters comes out December 18th. This review will be out long before that.
No embargoes. We didn't sign anything. They didn't ask us to. So
they have the night vision scope out though, so we didn't record it for you. Sorry.
Interestingly enough, a woman in front of us, an old lady, probably had to be 70, 75, was checking her texts during the film. They did not catch her. I was kind of hoping they would throw this old lady out of the...
We've been to so many...
And it was like, what she was checking was like a picture from her granddaughter, something like a baby, like in a crib or something.
Can you imagine getting kicked out for just looking at Facebook?
It can't be that important.
We've been to so many of these screenings, and not once have we seen anyone get kicked out.
No, I'd like.
And if it's happened, it's been very subtle, and we just didn't see it.
Yeah.
So
I would like to see the person getting kicked out who was chewing gum like a cow next to me. that we moved over to make space for the people that came in 5 minutes before the movie.
No
to get the perfect seats in the house.
We must have standards.
Yeah, we're jerk-offs.
Anyway.
So, Jared, tell everyone how they can communicate with us if they want to see more of these type of reviews.
They can
interact with it.
They can like, comment, and subscribe right down below.
It's just
wrap it up.
Easy.
I'm going to cough a lung up.
It's just that easy. So, Jared is going to die and infect me with his lung disease.
Oh, no, it's just dry.
That's what you say. In a week, I'll be sick.
All right.
So for Jared, I am Shane. This is The Scope. Thanks for watching. We got more coming soon. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment, and Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying arrivederci. Tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.